Ripple XRP, the digital revolution has begun, and I'm going to be sharing with you what the Federal Reserve has in plan for us. We are also going to be talking about interoperability and how it is going to change the crypto space. And in addition to this, we are going to be looking at what David Schwartz has said with regards to setting up Ripple XRP and how it is a better player compared with Bitcoin. And of course, we will be looking at the price action for both XRP and XLM coin. All I ask from you are two things, which is to smash that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. So the first bit of news that we have is to do with the Federal Reserve. So this is on their website, on the board of governors of the Federal Reserve System, and we have here some highlighted information. And so it's to supervise novel activities in the banks it oversees. Novel activities include complex technology-driven partnerships with non-banks to provide banking services to customers and activities that involve crypto assets and distributed or blockchain technology. And so what does this mean? Well, the Federal Reserve have come out with a new service called FedNow, and it's essentially designed for instant payments built by the Federal Reserve to help make everyday payments fast and convenient. Now, whilst it doesn't use blockchain technology, it can definitely tap into that, and Ripple can be one of those players within it. And we also know that the Federal Reserve will be using the ISO 20022 standard, and guess who is compliant with that? Well, Ripple is compliant, of course, amongst many other cryptocurrencies, but with Ripple being one, that could be a potential player. But the reason why this FedNow is also really important is because it is the first government real-time payment system in the US, and the service allows banks and credit unions to transfer money for their customers instantly. And basically, blockchain technologies could come into play here, your distributed ledger technologies. And it says over here that currently more than 120 organizations are participating in the FedNow pilot program, and recent newcomers include the US Bank, Exchange Bank, and several payment processors. And so you can see that they are rolling this out, and they already have that many within the pilot program that are willing to use this system. And guys, Ripple is poised for this. It's ahead of the game to be able to provide things like settlement services and clearing services as well. And this is proof that the FedNow are wanted to make things more digital. We have some news about interoperability will fuel instant payments scalability, and it's going to show you as to why we need this for banks as well. And you can see over here that it is a significant challenge in the instant payments landscape, and so it is still outstanding now that they have to tackle. And I do want to highlight this point, saying that one way instant payments can help them do so is by playing a crucial role in promoting financial inclusion for underbanked and unbanked populations. Well, what does that mean? Well, we already know that Africa is a huge market, and that Ripple is going to potentially be helping there in terms of the financial infrastructure, because again, a lot of the population over there don't have access to the banks, and they're not able to make payments digitally, and so they have to do it physically. And so again, these instant payments will help with these populations that don't have access to banks currently. And also, we know that instant payments are here to stay, and in fact, I think that they will only grow even further. Again, with traditional financial institutions, we know that they are very slow, and they also have days where they don't class as business days, meaning that settlement times will not be as fast compared with cryptocurrency and digital assets, considering the fact that we operate 24/7, 365 days a year. And I think that it will only grow as well because we are seeing more bank closures happening. I think that Chase announced that they're going to be closing another 37 bank branches within this year in the US, and so that is unfortunate because a lot of people won't be having access to the cash, but it does mean that we are now moving more online into a digital space. And also, we have over here saying that positioning instant payment services as personal finance management tools can incentivize consumers by minimizing late charges on bill payments, and also integration of cost-effective near real-time payment services by major card networks like Visa and MasterCard can further propel consumer adoption. And again, if we can make these payments much faster, then we will be able to avoid these late charges or bill payments that we currently see with consumers. And so interoperability is very important. Now let's have a look as to what David Schwartz has said in regards to why did they create the XRP ledger, and then we will look at the price action for XRP and XLM. Well, it says over here that they decided to create the XRP ledger to solve for the waste and scalability issues that we observed with Bitcoin. And this is why I talk about the digital revolution, how it's begun, and how Ripple XRP and also Stellar XLM as well, and how they're going to be very important going forward. And he says that estimates suggest Bitcoin mining uses approximately 73 terawatts, the equivalent power of what the whole of the Czech Republic consumes. And roughly, I believe that the population of the Czech Republic is around about 10 to 11 million. And we already know that Bitcoin is a waste of energy. With the Bitcoin mining, we know that one Bitcoin takes roughly around about 1,449 kilowatts to complete, or it's the equivalent of approximately 50 days of power of the average US household. Now that electricity and that amount of energy is such a waste just for one Bitcoin, and if we compare that to competitors such as Ripple XRP, the rough energy consumption it consumes per transaction is 0.0079, and Stellar XLM is even lower at roughly around about 0.00022 kilowatts. And this goes to show that we are investing into coins that are eco-friendly. And we also know that the conferences such as COP28 with the climate change, that they are looking at the carbon footprint of these cryptocurrencies, and they know that Bitcoin is not efficient with how many terawatts it uses per year, which is roughly around about 127. And I believe that if you're owning coins like XRP, XLM and Hedera, they really are going to be changing the shape of the carbon markets because their carbon footprint is so low, and that is the advantage for those networks. Now let's have a look at the price action today for XRP coin. Now the price for XRP coin is currently trading at 62 cents. We are up by 2.63% on the 1-day chart. For the volume, we are up by 7.54%, and we are trading at $1.2 billion. Now in the earlier hours of the day, we were trading at that 60-cent level. We have now just come up. You can see that nice spike all of the way to 60 cents. Over 2 hours ago, we were roughly at 61 cents. So we have increased by a cent. For the 7-day chart, we are up by 1.5%, and it seems like as if we are going towards that 63-cent level. Let's see if it can actually hit that level, and then the next price target would be 65 cents for XRP coin. For Stellar XLM coin, we're currently up by 2.21% on the 1-day chart. We are down by 8.98% on the volume, and we are trading at $75.3 million. In the earlier hours of the morning, again, we were below that 12-cent level, roughly trading at 0.1191, and we have now seen a little bit of an uptake towards the later part of the day. On the 7-day chart, you can see over here, we are just roughly up by 0.5%, and it seems like as if we are moving in tandem with XRP, and we are slowly climbing back up. Let's see if XLM coin can hit 13 cents. Guys, if you want daily XRP and XLM coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.